All right, today's guest is the authentic leader, Dagmar Fleming, founder of Unlock Your Success. She is a best-selling author, media fixture, and host of Thriving Women TV. She has been featured in the Los Angeles Tribune and prestigious platforms such as the Think and Grow Rich Institute Summit. Her triple quantum reset modality helps leaders overcome hurdles for personal and professional success. Dagmar, welcome to Reach Millions TV.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm super excited to be here with you.
Awesome. So let me start by asking you this. So my mission is to help entrepreneurs with building of their legacy life. So that means to align their divine message with their purpose-driven goals so they can reach millions and deliver from their overflow. So that means, get more impact, influence, things of that nature. So tell us a bit about your background and really, what is the mission in your business?
Tracy, you sound almost like a version of me. I am so excited because my passions are fully aligned with your mission. I came from an ex-communist country, so coming to the United States, I felt exhilarated, free market economy, individualism. So I dove into this corporate career, and I even started my global business consulting. But along the way, I realized that a lot of business owners were not implementing my strategies. It turned out that they had all kinds of limitations and concepts, perspectives that said, yes, we want to expand, we want to grow the revenue, but we are not sure. How will it be if we go to Bulgaria? How is it if we expand to Brazil? So I thought perhaps I need to start working with these business owners on their mindset first, because they have big mission, they are serving the world, but their head is stopping the feet from moving forward. So coincidentally, I received this intuitive insight, divine download that said, this is the reason we struggle. And I was able to see the patterns that people weave in their minds and how they originate usually in their childhood. So through this epiphany, I developed my modality called the triple quantum reset. And ever since, I've been working with these business owners to help them shift their perspectives, step into the mindset of possibility, and release whatever internal barriers are holding them from that next level of expansion.
Well, I love what you're doing. Again, you mentioned we're like two peas in a pod. It is hilarious because your program is called the Triple Quantum Reset, and you deal with mindset. And then for me, my program's called Quantum Leap Legacy, and it takes them then through that journey that they, kind of articulate their message and their vision and their purpose, and then of course move it into the business world. It's just so funny that we're literally understanding really what quantum is, right?
Well, it's law of attraction, because once we realize how this reality operates, which is really proven by science, then we can really tap into its potential, the opportunity that's carried through the quantum physics. And most people don't realize that we are all architects of our reality. People don't like responsibility for their lives. It's so much easier to say, this is happening to me. I keep attracting the same VAs that don't do work. I don't get clients who will pay me my worth. But what if we take a moment and say, what's going on in my head? Why am I creating these outcomes? And do I have power within me to do something about it? Once you take the power back, now you can do whatever you want. You can create the life of your dreams, business of your dreams. You can attract people, clients, opportunities that match the dream that you have in your mind. And most importantly, just like you say, create the legacy with what you're creating in the world.
I absolutely love that. It's so important that people do understand cause and effect, right? And we're cause. Doesn't matter what is happening, we're actually the cause of that. And then of course, what you cause, you become the effect of. And it's such a very interesting relationship that once somebody like yourself, of course, articulates the nuance of that to them, you can actually start to regulate your own self-talk, and you can start to really take a good look at what am I thinking? What is stopping me? And once you assume responsibility for, hey, we're not making enough money, we're not getting enough leads, I'm not getting the speaking engagements I want, then you can really take that next forward step. And it sounds so amazing what you're working with. Now, you mentioned something earlier, and that was, international, getting into Bulgaria and these other places. Is that something you do as well?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Because once I launched Unlock Your Success, I
Mm-hmm.
realized that this was truly my passion.
Mm,
And I know you talk a lot about entrepreneurs and business owners tapping into that soul purpose, the divine mission. So I believe that every one of us has been put on earth to make our mark. And it can be as simple as opening a shoe repair shop, or it could be as elaborate as speaking to 1 million people through YouTube platform or public speaking opportunities. But whatever that unique mission is, it's you've been divinely destined to accomplish. And isn't that beautiful when we give ourselves permission to simply show up as us and say, wow, there's a reason why I'm here on earth. And
mm-hmm.
I can fulfill that reason if I just tap into my intuitive wisdom and ask myself a simple question: what gives me joy? Purpose is not difficult to find. Most of entrepreneurs that I believe that you work with are passionate about what they do, because business and passion, when combined, equal purpose. And that is my desire for whether people are in an entrepreneurial journey or in a corporate journey, that they embrace that beautiful voice inside that says, I love what I do. Because I promise you, when you do, the money, the influence, the impact, and legacy will follow.
Absolutely. And that's exactly it. It's funny. I always say that you're on a mission, you have a purpose that only you can do. That's the bottom line. And it's great that you brought up the fact that, we have our business, we have our passion, and when you combine the two, the money flows. Because so many gurus, who, whatever we want to call them, throughout I last 20 years that I've been around anyway, are constantly saying, find a niche, make money, do that. And they say, don't go with what you're passionate with, because that might not be what other people want. They're forgetting, to me, then they're bypassing the spiritualness of it. They're bypassing the mission of why we're here on earth. It's not to make money and buy a car and die. It's to accomplish some preset and predetermined agreement that we made. And it's so great to, connect with somebody that understands that.
Well, Tracy, I'm going to tell you a secret. Do you want to hear a secret?
I love secrets.
There it is, publicly for everyone to acknowledge. When I stepped out of global business consulting, and you have to imagine, I was working with aggregate mining and agriculture machinery, super corporate and super male-driven, revenue-driven industry. And there I was going into this metaphysical world, pursuing my deep passion to help other entrepreneurs fulfill that purpose. I made a covenant with God, my own agreement, which I encourage all my purpose driven entrepreneurs to do. And this agreement was simple. I said, I will show up for my purpose. I will step into my passion. I will do what I'm here to deliver. And I ask God that you take care of money. And I always say I've got the best employer in the world
Mhm.
because money follows passion.
Mhm.
And when you show up in your business, others feel that passion. They feel your joy. They feel your happiness. It's positively contagious. So why would you not allow wealth, prosperity, and abundance be part of that journey? So many beautiful people who want to impact the world have limitations around money, like money is evil,
Mhm.
or I shouldn't be taking money from my clients. And my question is why?
Mhm.
When you buy milk in the grocery store, do you see somebody walking around saying you shouldn't be paying for milk? It's a transaction, it's an exchange. So my passion has been to help conscious leaders and heart-based entrepreneurs step into the wealth, prosperity, and abundance that is their divine birthright. Because when you have money, your impact expands, and we are all impact driven, aren't we?
I love you. Had so much in there to unpack. Um, your secret. So my secret, right? How I started on this journey is when I was 3 years old, I was struck by a car. I exited my body and I had a near-death experience and I received my mission, vision, and purpose. And so I've been fortunate enough to know I was on this divine mission. But it's very interesting, like you talked about this corporate, right? Ended up in the same place in that I started a software company when I was 19 years old at the in 1985. And that was it was all men. I was going against, Ward Millett and BDO Dunwoody and Microsoft and all of these, I was presenting to boards of 10 men and they were all there. And I looked like a 12-year-old girl coming in, right? And here I am starting to talk, software and systems and structure and all of these things that we were going to do. And that's where I developed very much I'll call it the geekness. I graduated as a computer programmer, but it always had this spiritually divine thread that constantly was driving me, one, towards serving women, because I do believe that women are going to be the catalyst to the change that needs to occur along with our enlightened males. And that's again why you're talking about conscious leaders. I love that analogy because this is what we're going to need to do to get us through this next, this next road map that we're on here, this next part of our journey, because we're at I think, an extremely important juncture, and we need the leaders to be empowered. We need the leaders to be wealthy and abundant so that we can assist those in expanding the correct technology that the world's going to need.
Absolutely. And you mentioned about the journey that took you to that purpose. So I like to remind my clients that the purpose evolves with you, and that absolutely every step you have ever taken is part of that unfolding. So I'll tell you an interesting story. When I started Unlock Your Success based on my modality, triple quantum reset, I thought that I was done. I was like, mission accomplished, arrived at the destination. Now I'm just going to roll with it for the rest of my life. Little did I know that as I expanded into my joy and passion, there was a bigger purpose waiting for me to grow into it. And in the middle of the pandemic, I received another download or divine inspiration. And that was to start the Athena Circle, which is a community for women entrepreneurs who want holistic success. They want to embrace body, mind, and spirit connection and pursue both personal, professional, and spiritual growth. And interestingly enough, when I received that inspirational download, I saw our logo. Our logo had a compass, which was pointing to your true north, authenticity, and a sword. So there I was drawing that sword, thinking like, sword, That's interesting. In my laundry room, there is a sword that I purchased only 26 years ago in Toledo, Spain. So I heard this voice that said, pull out the sword. It's part of the logo. Little did I realize 26 years ago when I was buying it as a souvenir that it was part of the bigger puzzle, the puzzle of my life, the puzzle of the Athena circle. And it was patiently waiting for me this entire time to remind me that I need to stand in my truth because that sword represents Athena's spear.
Mm.
Following your own unique North Star, showing up as you, being you, without trying to fit in into the group, without downplaying your abilities. And this serves as a reminder that something that you did 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, was preparing you for the mission that you're going to accomplish today. So, isn't it beautiful that your life is all these individual pieces that one day will come together and create this beautiful mosaic of your life?
I absolutely love that story. How many times has that occurred, right? Where you finally do have a realization as to the significance of something that either happened to you or, as you say, you purchased, right? You had as part of this. Dagmar, it's been a pure pleasure to be sharing this time with you. How can people get in touch with you and connect more deeply?
I would invite everyone to drop into my website, dagmarfleming.com. There are plenty free resources to help you change your money mindset, embrace prosperity, but also grow spiritually, grow personally, professionally. So lots of articles, webinars, master classes to help you step into the fullness of who you are.
I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for being here, Dagmar, on Reach Millions TV.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Can't wait to connect with you again.